Welcome to Unburrowed, where we ask Evil Genius's professional StarCraft players your unconventional questions. Today on Unburrowed, we're joined by our guest, Matt, aka Look No Hands. Hi, Matt.
Hey.
If you had a motto, what would it be?
Never give up.
Never give up?
Yeah.
What about you, Ben?
I'll have to think about that one for a little while.
Jeff, have you thought about this before?
No. There's so many funny responses, but they're not necessarily true. I guess my motto would be, like, always give it your best or something stupid like that.
That's not stupid.
It's corny.
Matt, have you thought about this before?
Not really. Let me think for a minute.
Everyone's thinking.
Always try your best.
Always
There
try
you
your
go.
best.
Oh, I've got one. Okay. Fortune favors the bold.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I would
You
never
win.
have met you, Jeff. I would never have gone to Europe or Asia, like, if I hadn't been willing to put myself out there.
That's a good point, yeah.
So.
All right, we're just waiting on you. Or did you choose that one?
You forgot mine already?
No, I didn't know if you wanted to make up one you didn't think was stupid.
Live life fullest thanks to the shield battery.
Okay, sounds good. If you had a time machine, what event would you want to witness?
My own conception.
Oh.
You want to watch that?
No.
I mean, your own birth, maybe, but...
No!
No, birth's supposed to be
That might be
nasty.
just as
No.
bad, actually.
That'd be worse. In fact, no. Things going in, things coming out. It's all bad.
Alright, Back to the Future is on the mind. Witness?
Matt, do you have one?
I don't know. Maybe like the first game of Brood War ever played. That'd be pretty awesome to witness.
Ooh.
The Nada vs. Boxer finals in that KT League, the one where Nada like took over as the Bone Trog,
Oh yeah,
or best player, that'd be cool.
that would be cool.
I think there was like a cliffside that fell into the ocean in Alaska, and it created one of the biggest tidal waves ever recorded in the history. It was like, I'm like going off memory here, so this is probably all wrong, but it was some gigantic wall of water that has never before been seen. That'd be pretty cool.
That'd be pretty sick.
As long as I'm also with the time machine in a safe place.
A flying time machine.
There you go.
So we have 2 esports related and 1 nature related. What are you going to go with then?
I had a really fun time when I was like 8, so probably back then.
So you just go back to your own
You
past?
Yeah.
go back. Well,
That's cool.
go watch children.
His own childhood. I
That's a
don't
little
think that.
creepy,
It's
yeah.
even weirder.
I couldn't think of one. Like, I either go back and watch esports or I go back and watch some like natural disaster that was pretty cool. I don't know.
Oh, well, fair enough. All right, this is a pretty common question, so maybe you guys thought about this before, but if you could have a meal with one person, like go out to lunch with one person, dead or alive, who would it be?
Richard Feynman?
Who would you go out to lunch with,
That's a
Jeff,
good
if you
choice.
had one person in the whole world?
Kelly Clarkson?
Kelly Clarkson, really?
Who's yours? No, I just...
Oh,
Richard, he was a physicist, pretty famous for lots of different things, but he was known for being really good at explaining stuff and making it accessible to people. So it'd be a lot of fun to talk to on top of the physics.
what was his name?
Richard Feynman.
Cool.
Anthony Hopkins.
Ooh,
I think he's pretty cool.
nice. What would you guys talk about?
A lot of stuff. I don't know. He just seems like a really interesting character, and apparently he's like pretty smart and stuff. And I think he has a huge life experience to talk about. So I think he'd be pretty fun.
That makes sense.
I don't know. I've always thought it'd be fun to have a conversation with Walt Disney. I think
Ooh, I like that
he'd
one.
be a really awesome guy to talk with. Not just like about his life experiences, but he had some really like cool and unique views on the way that he thought modern society should work. I don't know.
That sounds, yeah, I would love to talk to him.
It's a good answer.
Are you going to stick with Kelly Clarkson?
No.
He meant Natalie Portman.
I don't know, like, supposing the meal was candid, it'd be kind of fun to talk to a president of the United States. It's a pretty
Yeah.
cliche one, but again, in this hypothetical dinner, they're free to reveal things and stuff. And I like to imagine the president knows really cool stuff, like did Area 50.
Yeah,
what is Area
the
51?
book with all the secrets.
Yeah.
Cool. Do you have a particular president you choose off the top of your head?
Lincoln, Vampire Slayer.
Yeah, I was gonna say Lincoln, FDR.
No, not really. I mean, obviously a more modern one. So I'm not necessarily a fan of Bill Clinton, Bush, or Obama, but they would probably know the most. So one of them.
Okay. All right. Speaking of, going back in time and witnessing conceptions, what is the most awkward moment you've ever had with your parents?
It's a great question. I've got some amazing ones.
I know. Would you like to share?
My mom sometimes watches these shows. Changes things.
She was probably part of it if it's an awkward moment with your parents. So
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It probably won't have to be the actual most awkward moment. Okay, so this is like mid-tier, but they're pretty good. My mom and I went and saw the second Matrix movie, and there is a random musically charged romantic scene where Neo and Trinity are just kind of going at it to the sound of music, and my mom leans over and like I was, like 20 or something like that. I can't remember how old I was, but when this is happening as a male with their mother, the last thing you ever want is for her to talk to you at that time. Like you're just like rigid, absolutely rigid. And she leans over, and I'm like, God damn it! And she leans right over, and goes, "This is to show their passion for each other." And I've never, I don't cuss at my mom, but I'm pretty sure I said, "Please shut up." And she just like giggled and leaned away. And then in a similar fashion, I saw the movie. What is it called? It's with the guy from Lord of the Rings who plays the main badass. What's his name?
Aragorn?
Aragorn. What was the actor's name though?
Oh, are you talking about the movie
I know what you
Doggo?
mean.
Yeah.
Viggo Mortensen.
Viggo
That's
Mortensen. Yeah, he's in this movie where somehow connected to the mafia. He used to be like a hitman, but now he's gone straight.
I know the movie. It's History of Violence.
History of Violence. Okay. Perhaps one of the most awkward sex scenes in any movie ever is when he's like reconnecting with his wife, and she's crying and trying to run up the stairs, and he like drags her down, pants her, and just starts doing her right there. And it was me, my dad, my brother, and we're watching this, and it's a particularly long sex scene too that kind of just goes into it. And we're just like, when it gets really quiet in the room, and then you hear like, that was my dad, and we're all just like, let this be over with soon, please. That was a good one.
We've actually talked about that before. I saw the Matrix scene with my mom too.
You did?
Yeah, but she was good about it. She just her silence, no eye contact.
If they could disappear for a minute, actually, that'd be good.
I'm just gonna take a restroom break.
No, just literally just they're gone. That was just me though. I'm not gonna be the only one to bite this bullet.
Yeah, what about awkward moments? Anyone else?
I don't remember anything particularly bad, which means it must be like really bad. And I've repressed it. Or something. Nothing stands out.
I don't know. I'm sure my dad has done things over the years.
Yeah.
Parents can tend to be like, even if it's not something awkward like that, they can be really uncool.
Oblivious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
oblivious. So those can create awkward moments too. I think Ben has a
While
lot.
you guys are
He's
still
trying
thinking-
to decide.
I'll keep going. My mom was with my brother, and they drove through a McDonald's drive-thru. I wasn't there for this, but it's
Oh
a
my
legendary
gosh.
story.
I'm
And,
sorry, Lorraine.
My mom's a single mom, and which is important to note. They made their orders and said, "Would you like something to drink with that?" And she said, "Yeah, I'll have a large cock with that." My brother, his jaw, he says, just like, he was just speechless, like, like, what did you say? And my mom just, whoop, right over her head, didn't know at all. What? He's like, do you know what you just said? What? It's a Coke. And he's like, no, that's not what you ordered. So.
Actually, I have one now. Well, middle school girlfriend, so I was like 13, and my mom actually called up her mom and said, my son is very, very fond of your daughter. And I found out about that through the girlfriend. My mom did not mention it at all. The girlfriend comes and said, you know what your mom told my mom? So, yep, there we go.
That's so academic. So fond of your dog.
That is
Yep.
really funny.
Yep.
I'm still trying to think, but I guess one of the most awkward ones, I was 14-ish, maybe 13, 14, around that age, and went to a family or a party that was like my parents' friends, and at the time they just used to go to the pub, so it was like lots of pub friends. They were all getting pretty tipsy, and I was like, there was some kids there that were like my age, and then all of a sudden, one of my mum's friends just started trying to kiss me, and eventually did, and my mum kind of saw it right there and then. And then for some reason, I think I got kind of tipsy, and I was like 14. I just decided to grab her bum, like this woman. And my mum saw everything, and then like kind of talked or looked at me afterwards, and I like, it was really awkward. And then my dad came up to me and was like, "Good on you, son." And it was like one of those times where like the day after, I kind of just went like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe that happened."
All right, Matt. Do you have any awkward ones with your parents? That you can
I
think of?
haven't come up with anything, at least not anything I ever want to share.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I think everyone took their stories and actually went down a notch, probably.
Yeah,
Yep.
that could be. There's always a chance that the parents are tuning into this show, so.
Well, they tuned in.
Okay. If you would like to have your question featured in Unburrowed, tweet it at us with #Unburrowed.